jungle tracking. Okay, we just killed Maokai. Okay, Maokai is well, let's see what happens. So Maokai went top lane, right? He went top lane all the way back here, and I'm looking at top lane. Why am I looking at top lane? Not because my top laner died. I'm seeing what Maokai's doing. I'm seeing, is this guy going to stay, shove this wave? Is this guy going to recall? What is the guy going to do? Why is that important? To know what his tempo looks like. That's why it's really important. So here, I see Maokai's already reset. That means when Maokai comes from base, he's going to have an infinite amount more tempo than me, right? Because he's already been in base, he's already farmed this camp before I'm even, remotely close to the bot side river. He farmed the Krugs and the Raptors in the time I farmed this crap. Why is that important? Because to know where Maokai is going to be, to know the timing of this, I need to know what his tempo looks like. I need to know when he recalled. Okay? And it helps me decide if I do this Gromp or Wolves first, then Maokai will do Krugs, then Raptors, then do the Crab. And the big thing is he will have river control when my laners are playing aggressively. Right? This is like pseudo-aggressive because he's holding a freeze, so he still wants my pressure at least, but it helps me decide if I should be going into the jungle or not, if I should be doing my camps, or if I should be going straight to here. Could Maokai go straight to the crab? Yes, he can. If he does do that, he's losing his Raptors. Why is he losing his Raptors? Well, he might lose his Raptors, maybe his Krugs, or he's going to kill his tempo. What's going to happen is if he goes straight to the Crab, I will go straight to his Raptors, and he should not be able to do both the Raptors and the Crab. He could, and if he does, then I'll just fall back, and it is what it is. But the idea is not to, be so specific, and if the Maokai gets the Crab, it is what it is. The idea is still, my bot lane is playing aggressive, my mid lane is playing aggressive, I'm playing the game with my laners, with my teammates. So we're trying to talk about jungle tracking, but another important concept is you must play the game with a teammate, ideally multiple. Okay? It's a team game. Jungling is not playing by yourself. Jungling is playing with your teammates. It never helps to get angry at your teammates. We talked about this at the start. Having good mental is important. Even if my bot lane died, my top lane died, my mid lane died, I still need to play with someone. I still need to figure out how to play the game. Okay, you can't just play the game by yourself. Sometimes it's really, really hard. And in those games where it's literally impossible, I would say it's like 1 out of 20 or 30 games where it's actually completely fucked. 1 out of 20 or 30. Normally, you can still have a lot of playability. People think it's like every other game, it's really like flip, it's really lost, it's really unlucky. No, 1 out of 30 games are actually just purely lost. Okay, the ratio is not that high. Loser skew is a myth to me. If you are playing good, you are playing your individual game well, you're playing all of your fundamentals, all of your skills, good mental, you will more often than not play a good game and at least win your part and have a good chance of winning the game. But the idea, again, is to play with your teammates no matter how bad they are doing. Okay? No matter how bad X person is doing, you need to play with them. You must play with teammates. That's why right here, I'm willing to drop a bit of my tempo, a bit of my camps, to have my winning lanes win further. Alternatively, I can take my camps and let my teammates bring the jungler to them while I farm. Okay, but making sure you're aligning your decisions with strong teammates. So my Aatrox is 2-1 right now. He killed their mid laner twice. He's freezing. I really want to interact with my Aatrox if possible at all points of the game because of how fed he is. So every single play I make runs through this Aatrox. Ideally, if your Xayah or if your bot lane and top lane are also winning, you make plays with them as well. But choosing one person to play with is essential to playing jungle. You can make all your plays around this Aatrox. Okay, now we go to jungle tracking. So I'm on this crab. I see what's going on here. I see bot is pushing, right? And I'm pulling this objective. Here, what I should do is I should use my pings to try and direct them to come. Right? I ping eventually. I ping a bit late. But the moment I see this fight happen, what I instantly check here, I don't know if I instantly check it actually. No, I don't. Wait. Oh yeah, right there. So right here, you can see me hold tab for like a split second. I know it's like not even a real second, but what I'm doing is holding tab to seeing summoners right here. So if Maokai W'd here, right, and my Xayah has no cleanse, this guy is dead right here. But the fact that he has cleanse means he can live, so I'm coming down anyway. Otherwise, I will leave, and I will go to my camps. And I will just take the L. Okay. Maokai has 32 CS. He just came from the bot side. And we're talking about jungle tracking here. So where is Maokai going to go from base? He's going to go straight to top lane. How do we know this? We don't even need to look at the CS numbers. We just need to go out based off timing, right? Just purely based off timing and tempo. All the way back here, okay, Maokai recalled. Boom, Maokai recalled. He's recalling, he's recalling, he's recalling. He's running to his first camp. He's on his first camp. Okay, he's doing Krugs. Okay, he's doing Raptors. Okay, now he's looking for a bot gank. Okay, if in that timing, he's either done 2 camps or has done 1 camp and has just sat somewhere for like 30 seconds. It's very likely he's at least done 2 camps. So we don't even need to hold tab or track jungle that way. We just need to think about the timing, think about what makes sense for the enemy jungler to do. That's kind of what jungle tracking is to me nowadays. Looking at CS numbers itself is very, very important and is very, very helpful. But what's more important nowadays to me is thinking about the tempo of the enemy jungler, the timing of the enemy jungler, and what makes sense for the enemy jungler to do. If you were the Maokai, would you do Krugs, then run bot lane and sit there for 30 seconds? Or do Krugs Raptors, then come bot lane? It's much more realistic for someone to do 2 camps before coming to bot lane, especially when the timing just works better for the Maokai. The important thing from here, though, is okay, Maokai is going straight to the top lane here. You can see right here, my top lane just want to play. I'm pinging 1 time, I'm pinging 2 times, I'm pinging. I want to be really aware that, hey, Kennen, you gotta be careful, buddy, because if you stay on the top lane for too long, the Maokai's gonna come kill you. The Maokai's gonna come ruin your tempo. So I'm pinging twice. Actually, I could ping even more here, but because we just killed the Maokai and it's Maokai, I'm not that afraid for this Kennen. But even pinging in general, it's my job, it's my responsibility to kind of, direct my teammates on what to do. Even here, for example, I ping my Zyra to recall at 2000 HP on the dragon. Why? This guy needs tempo. This guy needs to recall himself. So, a good jungler is a jungler who can keep track of all the laner's conditions and decide what's good for everyone individually and decide what's good for the jungle itself in those scenarios.